Black Ops 5 has been officially announced to be coming in this year's Call of Duty by Microsoft themselves. Now, the reason why everybody's going back on what they said about it being from Black Ops Gulf War to Black Ops 5 is because a new image has just recently been unveiled by Microsoft's Twitter themselves and by Phil Spencer here, showing that a new showcase for exclusive Call of Duty stuff will be coming out, airing on June 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So y'all know that I'm going to be streaming that and checking it all out. But let's talk about it because there have been a lot of new leaks. They've also released this image from Charlie Intel, where this is the reason why a lot of people are speculating this is Black Ops 5, is because a Gulf War title logo would not fit in these redacted areas. A lot of people think that this top part says Call of Duty and this bottom part says Black Ops 5. A lot of people have also been mentioning that this symbol also looks like the Roman numeral V, which is shaped in a 5, and the code name for this game was also Cerberus, which is the animal that you're seeing right here. And obviously, I do think that all the leaks that we have seen about this game is going to be true. It's going to take place in the Gulf War and also have a lot of features coming from Cold War. Apparently, some of the new features as well from Modern Warzone is saying that you can use enemies as cover, you can shoot while diving, which is kind of cool. AK-74U and MP5 returns. Also, apparently, the Krig 6 is returning. A lot of Cold War weapons are coming back. Fan favorite map, Fire Range, is returning, and also more stamina, which I am a big fan of. I don't like having a lack of stamina in these Call of Duty Zombies games, but let's specifically talk about what this means for zombies. So it's a little interesting that they've decided to revert their decision on making it Black Ops Gulf War from the opposed leaks from before, because this makes sense in a lot of ways, but is also confusing in a lot of other ways. It makes sense because, I mean, well, the next game after 4 is 5, even though we thought Black Ops Cold War was Black Ops 5, right? And then the thing that also doesn't really make sense now is that the BO4 campaign is definitely not a direct continuation to the Black Ops 5 campaign, which is something that I'm not really a fan about. Why they have to do that, why they have to confuse it for everyone and just make it ridiculous. Like, we know that for Black Ops 5's campaign, they've already announced that it's going to be open world, that the main character is going to be Radcliffe. There's going to be a lot of differentiation about that. Campaign is going to be great. I think it'll be a little bit more nuanced as to what we've seen regularly from Call of Duty. It's going to be a completely different experience. From what I'm guessing, it's probably going to be more akin to Halo Infinite, and how Halo Infinite kind of had like an open world sort of vibe, which, I mean, listen, Call of Duty has never gone that far in their campaign, and this game, I've always said, has had absolutely no excuse on development. They have spent 4 years creating this game, the longest time out of any Call of Duty ever. And Treyarch now has more than one studio. They have a studio in Vancouver, Canada, near where I live, one in Los Angeles, where they've always had it, and then another one now in Texas. And so this is going to be the most amount of time that's been put into a round-based zombies mode since Black Ops 3, what you're seeing on your screen right now, which to me gets me very exciting. However, the thing that doesn't excite me is that they're bringing back a lot of Cold War mechanics. And for my OG round-based lovers, I'm sorry, but this is the way it is. They're bringing back the tool grinder, right? They're bringing back the arsenal, the crafting table. And listen, this is the thing. I don't mind the Cold War mechanics, but I stopped playing Cold War not because of the mechanics, but because of the maps. The maps themselves were nothing compared to what BO3 and BO4 offered, with all of these multifaceted layers of how you're able to play it and upgrade all these different weapons, like Origins, for example, where you have stabs and the 1-inch punch and all these beautiful features that all culminate together. This is what I'm really hoping for, because the leaks for the Black Ops 5 maps are 2 maps as well as an Outbreak 2.0 coming out. The first map is apparently going to be Terminus Island, where Black Ops Cold War was teasing the last area that Peck was pointing at towards the map. And then also, our second map is going to be a city. And what's wild is that the jet gun is in the game files, so we know that potentially this city could be transit. And this is what I have to say. I made a long Twitter thread basically explaining my lost effects, why Zombies has lost its charm to me over the years. And one thing that I really hope for, if I were to give you 5 quick things right here. Number 1, No operator system. And we know they're going to do it either way, so the only way we can fix this is by giving a playable crew outside of the operator system. Please God, the zombie storyline desperately needs it. Number 2, if you're adding an Outbreak, stick all of the Warzone assets on Outbreak and not on the main round-based mode. You need to separate them. This is the biggest issue that we have right now with a game like Cold War. There's too much Warzone, and even with Modern Warfare 3, that it completely destroys the identity of what Call of Duty Zombies originally was, and that needs to stay away. And so if we do get a transit map with a jet gun as a whole separate map, that is going to be amazing. Black Ops 2 fans are going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. And then also continuing on with the story with what we've seen with Cold War on Terminus Island. To me, that gets me very, very excited. However, the maps also have been kind of leaked in terms of what they have as well. There's apparently been a couple leaks saying that they have added a new wonder weapon for this Terminus Island map that's very similar to the KT-4. And I need to tell you guys this. So Zetsubou no Shima was directed by someone named Kevin Drew, and Kevin Drew now is the lead game director for Black Ops 5 Zombies. And so the fact that he has made Zetsubou, I believe that this map could potentially be, this Terminus Island map, could potentially be a better version of what we had in Zetsubou. And listen, hey, I'm not a Zetsubou hater. I love Zetsubou. I just hope that they can actually commit. One thing that I am a little bit nervous about, though, is that they're bringing back more enemies that we've seen already. Apparently the Mangler has been confirmed to come back, and I'm like, y'all, let it go. Gorod Krovi did nothing for you guys to bring back the Mangler for the 9th time. We've seen it in Firebase Z. We've seen it in Outbreak. We've seen it in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. We do not need rehashed enemies again. The Mangler is a beautiful addition to Gorod Krovi. No more. And this is the thing that gets me worried. Are we bringing back reuse assets to bring back reuse assets? And then also the biggest thing, potentially Perkaholic could be coming back with the Gobblegum system coming back in Black Ops 5. And so listen, if this is actually going to be a thing, this gets me excited. However, I'm very nervous as to how this is going to be monetized, because maybe operators aren't in this next Zombies game, but the Gobblegum system is coming back as the new monetization method for this game. And if that is the case, to me, that's the best case scenario, because we all love Gobblegum. Operators is not belonging in Zombies, and Zombies has always needed a separate microtransaction system. And so if this does happen, I would love this. Now, this has also got to be one of the biggest things. Hear me out on this. Hold on for this one. We could be potentially seeing the very first time that Zombies ever goes early access. And so that is why with June 9th, I'm telling you guys, it is now time to get into gear, to get prepared, because the Zombies information and all this train of stuff is happening and being brought back larger than ever, because you could potentially be playing one of the new Zombies maps weeks before it launches. And to me, I'm going to say it, genius idea. This is something that we needed back in Black Ops 4 to have early access for all the new systems and all the new gameplay. That game would have launched way better. I am all for having a Zombies map be the beta access and not just having some garbage 2v2 mode that we had like back in Vanguard. You know, we need something huge. Obviously, we have also been confirmed that the ray gun is also coming back into this mode. But the thing that gets me worried is I do not want them to split content from Outbreak and round-based Zombies. This was a big issue in Cold War. And listen, if you are going to add Outbreak, please add the content into round-based as well. There is no purpose to further divide the Zombies community because of Outbreak. If anything, it should just be added into both modes. It would suck seeing like in a season update in Cold War where we get, oh, a grapple gun, that's so sick, but it's only available on Outbreak. Why even add it? Add it to every single map. This is something that has to go away. This exclusivity on basic features, please do not keep this in. Something that also gets me worried, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies reward rifts are returning. Now, I don't really feel too bad about this, but the thing is as long as it's an Outbreak, then I'm fine. I don't think it would fit round-based. I think maybe if it was for one side Easter egg or something, sure, go ahead. But don't make it the main staple of the round-based modes. Each of these round-based maps need to delineate from each other, just like how Black Ops 3 did. This is the only way you can do it, is by not adding in the same gameplay mechanics over and over and over. You have to give it flavor, and I hope that they recognize this and that they understand that. And I think Modern Warfare 3 Zombies will have the reward rifts for basically just the Outbreak mode for Black Ops 5. So we're fine with that. I'm all right. The Ether Extractor objective will return. Okay, great for Outbreak as well. And also, what's unbelievable is that there's also a new dog variant coming out, similar to the Plague Hounds from Cold War, but these guys are actually going to have tentacles. So all of these crazy things are sounding and gearing up towards an incredibly exciting round-based mode. And I'm going to say it, I'm a 5 out of 10 excited right now, because I got to be cautious after Vanguard, after MW3, after all the lying and the marketing and the largest zombie mode and most replayable. Cut the nonsense and give us a stellar round-based game, baby.